What if I told you Mexico has built an arsenal designed solely to hunt down, crush, and eliminate the country's cartels? It may sound exaggerated, but it is not. The Mexican government has deployed a level of firepower with a single objective: to finish the narco, no matter the cost. While the cartels parade convoys, record threats, and spread terror, the Army and Navy already have armed helicopters patrolling the skies, drones that locate and strike from secret bases, and assault rifles made to overwhelm any resistance. Today on TechZNX, you will discover the 7 most brutal, lethal, and secret Mexican weapons that are already operating to destroy organized crime and reclaim the country. So, get ready, because what you are about to see they do not show on television, and it will leave you speechless. Let's begin. Top 7. FX05 Xiuhcoatl. When Mexico decided it could no longer depend on foreign weapons to fight its internal enemies, the FX05 Xiuhcoatl was born. The Serpent of Fire gun, designed and manufactured by the Secretariat of National Defense itself. This is not just any rifle. It is a weapon created for modern war in hostile urban and jungle environments. Exactly the terrain the cartels dominate across the country. The FX fires 5.56mm caliber rounds, like the famous M4 from the United States, but with a design adapted to the needs of the Mexican soldier. Light, rugged, low recoil, and able to keep functioning under rain, dust, and mud. Most important, it is 100% national. Its mass production guarantees thousands of soldiers and special units will use it as a primary tool to face the narco in open fields or in high-risk urban raids. But it does not come alone. Many of these rifles are fitted with optical sights, laser aiming systems, grenade launchers, and modular modifications that let them be configured for any mission: ambushes, night raids, or close-quarters combat. While the sicarios show off rusty AKs on social media, Mexico's elite elements wield state-of-the-art rifles engineered to eliminate targets with surgical precision. The FX05 is not only a weapon, it is a declaration of technological sovereignty, proof that Mexico is willing to fight the narco with its own tools and without asking anyone's permission. Top 6. Black Hawk A60 Mike. There is no escape when the sky roars. The UH-60M Black Hawk, the Mexican Army's deadliest tactical helicopter, is every narco convoy's aerial nightmare. Imported from the United States but adapted with technology and weaponry for domestic combat operations, these helicopters do not patrol, they hunt. They are built to insert elite troops in seconds, provide cover with heavy machine gun M240 fire, and evacuate units under enemy fire in a single sortie. But what makes them definitive weapons is not only their speed or resilience. It is their ability to appear without warning at night and turn a narco ambush into a targeted manhunt. From the air, gunners can deliver surgical fire even while the helicopter maneuvers between mountains, rooftops, and rural roads. Pilots are trained to fly low, fast, and aggressive. In many cases, these Black Hawks operate together with ground units equipped with FX05 rifles, armored vehicles, and reconnaissance drones, forming a US-style coordinated strike, but executed by Mexican forces. It is no longer just the criminal against the soldier. Now it is the hawk against the serpent. And when the UH-60M screams over the treetops, it is already too late to run. Top 5. Sandcat. On many roads in the country, entering by road is a death sentence. Ambushes, improvised mines, bursts from AK-47s on slopes. But there is one vehicle that not only enters, it crushes the threat and keeps moving. That is the Sandcat, SEDENA's multi-purpose tactical armored vehicle. This is not a simple military truck. The Sandcat is designed to withstand blasts, crossfire, and urban zones infested with sicarios. It has ballistic steel armor, mine protection, high-caliber proof windows, and space to carry whole squads. But its real power is mobility. This beast can turn, accelerate, and maneuver with the agility of a light pickup even on hostile terrain, making it ideal for aggressive pursuits, patrols, or raids into areas controlled by organized crime. Many Sandcats are armed with turrets, encrypted communication systems, and thermal cameras for night operations or low-visibility environments. In some deployments, they are even used in combination with drones and helicopters, coordinating surgical incursions to capture or eliminate high-value targets. When a Sandcat rolls into a narco-dominated street, the message is clear. The state has arrived and will not step back. It is no longer just transport. It is a mobile battering ram, a moving fortress, and a rolling warning that this war will not be fought with old pickups, but with new-generation tactical technology. Top 4. SDT Tactical Drones. The narco hides among hills, abandoned houses, and ghost towns. But today, even the mountains cannot protect him. Because from the sky, silently, the Army's SDT tactical drones hover over hot zones for hours, identifying movement, intercepting communications, and guiding attacks with surgical precision. These drones are not toys. They are unmanned vehicles designed for reconnaissance, target tracking, and special operations support. They carry infrared cameras, thermal sensors, long-range optical zoom, and real-time feeds to command centers. The result? An operation no longer enters blind. It goes in knowing how many there are, where they are, and how they move. In recent deployments, SDTs have been key to locating clandestine labs, identifying escape routes, and coordinating ambushes with helicopters and ground forces. But they do not stop at surveillance. Some advanced models are armed with light payloads or can designate targets for precision fires, becoming a lethal link in the chain of fire. And best of all, developed within Mexico, they are optimized for the terrain, climate, and unique challenges of fighting cartels here. The sicarios already know, if you hear a buzz in the silence, the Army may be watching you. And when that happens, escape is no longer an option. Top 3. Greyhawk MQ-1C. In many operations, you no longer hear a gunshot. Only silence, and then the strike. Because Mexico now fields combat drones like the Greyhawk MQ-1C, platforms capable of prolonged reconnaissance, persistent surveillance, and precision strikes against priority criminal targets. These drones are not for hobby flying. They are war platforms with autonomy of more than 25 hours, ultra-high-definition infrared cameras, and the ability to launch air-to-ground missiles such as the AGM-114 Hellfire. Yes, the same missiles the United States uses to eliminate terror leaders in the Middle East. Although officially their use is restricted, military sources have confirmed deployment in high-conflict states such as Tamaulipas, Sinaloa, and Michoacán, where they serve as unmanned air support for covert operations or continuous patrols in areas inaccessible by ground. Their greatest advantage is operational invisibility. They can watch for hours from 10,000 meters of altitude without being detected. And if the target appears, the strike arrives in seconds, with no warning and no escape. There is no chase, no shootout, no negotiation, just a shot from the sky, then silence. And the most unsettling part, these drones do not require a nearby base. They can be controlled from remote centers in real time using encrypted satellite links, enabling surgical strikes without risking a single ground troop. The narco still brags about convoys and captured radios, but when the Greyhawk arrives, they do not see it coming. And when they hear it, it is already too late. Top 2. DN-11. It is not a tank. It is not a patrol truck. It is a war machine built in Mexico and designed to crush organized crime as if it were an enemy army. We are talking about the DN-11 SEDENA's next-generation tactical armored vehicle, assembled by Mexican military personnel in secret facilities and tested in the country's most violent states. This behemoth rides on wheels and features level 4 armor capable of withstanding hits from Barrett 50 caliber rifles, lateral explosions, and ambushes with grenades. Its design is meant for the worst. Narrow streets, rough roads, intense crossfire, and attacks coordinated with heavy weapons. But it is not just about defense. This monster can mount machine gun turrets, grenade launcher systems, thermal cameras, motion sensors, and night vision optics, creating a mobile combat bubble that can operate without air support. Each DN-11 can carry up to 10 fully equipped troops and functions as a mobile bastion in urban operations, where the narco controls entire neighborhoods. It breaches barricades, endures direct fire, and forces sicarios out of their hideouts with suppressive, concentrated fire. And best of all, it is domestically produced. Designed by Mexican military engineers, built with local materials, and assembled in Sedena-controlled facilities. That makes it a sovereign tool, tailored to Mexican warfare without dependence on foreign suppliers. The DN-11 is not just a vehicle. It is a statement of intent. The Army will not fall back. It will push in, armored to the teeth. Top 1. Army Special Forces. Here there are no sensors, radars, or missiles. There is silence, night vision, precise orders, and an enemy who does not survive to tell the tale. Because Mexico's most powerful and lethal weapon is not a machine. It is the men who operate it. The Army Special Forces, known as FES, are units trained to fight the narco with a surgical brutality that few in Latin America can match. We are talking about soldiers who master urban combat, night infiltration, elite sniping, amphibious operations, parachute jumps, jungle warfare, explosive ordnance disposal, and silent neutralization. Trained in Mexico, but also in the United States, Colombia, France, and even Israel, their operational level matches the likes of the Navy SEALs or Britain's SAS. They do not appear on the news. They do not give statements. But they are the first to enter when a cartel leader must be captured, a city liberated, or a convoy destroyed. They carry FX05 rifles, thermal sights, tactical communications backpacks, personal drones, grenade launchers, suppressors, and light armor, all configured to move fast and strike without mercy. In recent years, they have taken part in key captures of high-level leaders, covert operations in cartel-held areas, and hostage rescues where there was no margin for error. And most troubling, they do not operate alone. They coordinate with Black Hawk helicopters, Greyhawk drones, DN-11 vehicles, and real-time intelligence teams. When the FES enter an operation, every step is calculated, every shot has a purpose, and the enemy rarely survives to tell the story. Tanks, missiles, helicopters? None of that matters without the ones who control them. And in Mexico, the ones who truly change the game are these men. There you have it. The 7 most brutal, secret, and lethal Mexican weapons ever deployed against organized crime. National technology, drones, helicopters, armored vehicles, and above all, men trained to destroy the narco from the shadows. Tell us, do you think Mexico has what it takes to win this war? Or do the cartels still hold the advantage on the ground? Subscribe, leave your comment, and activate the bell, because in the next TechZNX video, we will reveal what the world does not want you to see. See you next time.